Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Burning Truth. I am James Irvine, and I am accompanied with my colleague.
My name is. No, forget it. Fuck it. I can't do it. Matt Burns.
Oh, for
What?
God's sake. It's like, that was one of the most awkward pauses ever. I was like, am I going to have to fill in for him because he's decided to go mute?
I just wanted to give you the scare.
Well, it's only that you lot looks like a tit at the end of the day, not me.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Bum, 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 bum. Hello, yes, hello, and welcome to
Hello, everybody.
just after 6 p.m. because we are on MST or
Oh,
MBST.
how about fuck off?
Yes, Matt Burns Standard Time.
No, technology standard time for this one.
No, stop telling lies.
How? We're having to fix the sound.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Whoops.
Anyway, as we're sure that if you are listening to it live, we do massively appreciate it, seeing as it's a special day.
It is a special day. I forgot.
Probably they have, but we'll that wouldn't surprise us. But anyway, point being is, I
What was I
forgot.
saying? Happy day again? Forgot.
Anyway, in case anybody, can get on with it, it is of course none other than Father's Day.
Yes, it is Father's Day.
Well, bear in mind that one of us is having a special day today, aren't they?
Are we?
Yeah, you.
Who's you?
I said you.
You said Hugh.
You.
This isn't the boys, We're not on Amazon Prime. Ah, yes. Now you've actually just reminded me I need to open my my Father's Day card.
There you go.
There we go. Yay! It's Superman! It's Superman! I shall put that up with pride.
As he always does.
Yes, so it's Father's Day, and this is a very special day for all the fathers out there. Well, the ones that actually give a shit about their kids. So,
And still respect to the single mothers who are having to look after their children because the father's a deadbeat.
That's true. That is true.
Because they're fulfilling both roles. Respect. And granddads and everybody around.
You know something? I literally switched off for like 2 seconds there, and I swear to God, when I tuned back in, you said they tried to fill in both holes there.
What? What?
Both holes instead of rolls. Get it? But don't deny it. Don't be in denial now. You know you love that, and you know you want to giggle. I can just hear it.
Dad jokes on Father's Day. There's going to be a lot of them, isn't there, today?
Yeah, well, there's already been loads. I think my kids are literally ready to bury their heads in the sand.
My dad!
Well, it's definitely not going to be. So, yes. Happy Father's Day if you are a father, or even still a gross farter.
Yes. But anyway.
I'm pretty sure, is that German for grandfather?
Not too sure.
Are you yawning, Matt Burns?
Nope.
Liar.
No.
I just heard you swallow the biggest gulp of air in a million years.
I'm actually having a drink.
Ah, well, it's not the first fluid that you've swallowed today.
Phrasing.
Anyway, I think, without further ado, I shall bring to you the not so Yeah, let's just start that again, shall I?
Would you like me to just do the introduction first for once, and then let you go into the actual spiel?
Yeah, go on then.
Basically, Macaulay is saying is the not so 6 p.m. watershed warning.
Yes, even though we have already broken that seal, but yes.
But then again, there is signs that says explicit warning. We do swear
a lot. Well,
yes.
You not so much, but me, yes. It must be all them years that I've spent of being a dad. Never mind. Anyway, that's probably why.
No, I think I've probably got all my rage out of doing a promo. But more on that later.
Of course. Anyway, so the following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for a bunch of hard arses and pussies. However, I do believe that if you switch on your TV or whatever device you have, it could be Android or Apple or whatever, I do believe that if you type in something dark side, it will come up with nothing. No, I'm joking. Anyway, Star Wars is much easier on the eyes and ears.
Or a Family Guy special episode.
Robot Chicken did it first.
But you actually used the name of the episode for Family Guy.
I know. My God.
They did it first. Getting technical.
Yeah, Robot Chicken did do it first. Even Chris Griffin said so.
True. Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper. Blah, 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 blah. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. My lord, go fuck yourself.
It's funny.
That's one of my favourite skits out of that.
It is. It's just how it just goes. Stormtrooper. You just see the face of the. I'm getting tired of this.
And then the last one that goes past, my lord, go fuck yourself. Aww. Aww. That's funny, that is.
Yes. And to continue with our message, we are, of course...
We are, oh, yeah.
Well, the film is out due soon.
Oh, my God. Oh, you never... You are a gift that keeps on giving. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, point to continue on.
Uh-huh.
The burning truth is always going to be advocate and always in full support of Black Lives Matter.
Yes, we're also advocates for hashtag speaking out.
Your turn.
I was just about to say, do you want me to do the honours?
Your turn.
We are also friends of the LGBTQ plus community. Yes, I know, before you say it, there are more letters or numbers that have been added on. I think it's a struggle for me enough as it is, and if I really do that, I'm going to butcher the shit out of it. So the answer is Bugs Bunny, no.
Well, if we were going to add on to it, we then have to ask what's the plus for.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, you know the saying, notice queer as folk.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, but then again, there is some of the other names that we've the other variations of it, but we won't go into that because no.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, let's get down to what we're here for: wrestling, and
let's get down to business. Let's get down to
let's get down to talking about wrestling and what the fuck.
Well, yeah. Just let. I'm just going to find a summary here because there's a lot of it. There's a summary that has happened, and if you hear something creaking in the background, it's because my bathroom door is open and the wind is blowing it open and close, and I cannot be bothered to get up and change it.
And it's not just that; it's boiling hot.
See.
There you go. But anyway, I think I'm just trying to think of the way to summarise what's been going on lately.
I have a story right here if you want to hear it.
You know what? It's all yours.
So, the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah? Last 3 weeks. This is just America alone. Double or Nothing. MJF drama. Cody Rhodes injury. Punk injury. Title situation. Danielson injury. Orton injury. Jeff Hardy DUI. Sasha Banks rumours. Vince McMahon investigation. Vince stepping down as CEO.
And Sasha Banks released.
Yes. Sasha Banks released. Also, as well, blank sign during WWE.
Yeah, don't get started on that. Oh, and the WWE now have a interim CEO and chairwoman.
Yes, chairwoman. In none other than Stephanie McMahon.
Who, weirdly enough...
Just remind everyone what CM Punk said years ago during his mic bomb. His mic bomb. What did he say?
2 Royal Travel, and it will go passing on to their idiot daughter.
Yes.
And son. And
yes.
son-in-law.
Now, half of that's come true.
The only thing is why has it come true? Oh, fuck.
Something that we've probably been saying for a long time.
It's just, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Yes, corruption of the highest level.
Fuckery of the highest level is more like it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the details that is rumoured to go around, so bear in mind, pinch of salt, please, is that it is an internal investigation from WWE, from the board of directors. Basically, they found out that Vince has supposedly got about $3 million in hush money.
Yes, well, I've got a meme to send you here, and you're probably going to laugh when you see it.
I'm looking forward to that. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are using the power of the internet, and yes, I know exactly which one it is.
Push money in the bank.
Now, here's a question for you. Do you know why a certain ace is involved in that one?
No, I don't actually.
He's supposedly involved because he had some of the talent passed over to him to use.
I see.
However, somebody else is in trouble as well, who's been investigated as well.
Hmm.
A certain buck-toothed individual, as Jim Cornette would say. he might be involved in it as well. Now there's also people sitting there saying, but what about Bruce Pritchard? How did he not fucking know what's going on? We don't know.
They all knew what's going on. Come off it.
No, we don't know. Now, the problem is, everyone's just there saying, oh, Vince has stepped down, why aren't the rest of them? Well, quite frankly, Vince is the one who's being investigated. They're not being directly investigated, and on top of that, they could turn around and just say, well, they were ordered to. But then they still lose the job at the end of it, but they can still work for the time being.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you have to just remember that other scandal as well. But yeah, because we didn't finish that other story from last week, did we?
Which one was that?
Paige.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to tell me something about that earlier, but I completely forgot.
Yeah, no, basically, Paige is due to be fully out of her WWE contract and potentially heading home. Or to another wrestling company.
Yeah, but is she actually going to wrestle though? Because I would literally fear for her if she was.
We don't know. We don't know. It might not be. To be honest with you, any role would be better for her than to sit it. It's fine being at WWE and everything, but what is she doing right now? Exactly. That is, she's being told to stay at home and do nothing. She is not doing anything. So, imagine you being a young talent who's had a career taken away from her and being told to sit at home and do nothing but just making a check.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's everybody's ideal situation, but I know that when you're sitting at home doing nothing, it's boring as fuck.
And when you're passionate, when it's for you're being paid for a passion that you are so passionate for, and you can't do it. Oof. Nope. Just nope. That's my point. That's my point. But anyway, before we start talking about Hush Money in the Bank. Point being is, there's a lot of speculation. Some people have said certain individuals have been paid off and everything. Some people are saying it's Rosa Mendez. Some people are saying it's an office clerk. We don't know. My advice right now to everybody who's trying to find out information, stop spreading any rumours. Let the investigation finish.
Yeah.
Because false rumours and false allegations can lead to more troubles and could even potentially lead to, that can also assist if there was a crime. Basically, if evidence gets tampered with or, messed with to a degree to do false allegations and everything, that can really mess up situations. Let the investigation finish so the truth can be found.
Yeah.
Because we don't want a lot of false information.
Yeah, well, we know loads of people are very good at spieling that out.
Of course, because they're always full of bullshit, But then again, they probably turn around and say they don't do fucking politics either.
Yeah, definitely, and then find out that they're drinking with the devil.
And smiling about it as well, but anyway.
Smiling about it, yeah, but they forget about that. Anyway, let's carry on.
They'll find out eventually later on when they find out that piece of them is missing, but they'll find that out later.
Yeah. Or they're shaking like a nervous shitting dog.
Go away from the peanut butter!
Oh no!
I'm sorry, I had to on that one.
Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Anyway, so basically, right now, Vince is in a lot of fucking trouble. Now, as for the effects of this can have a massive effect on WWE as a whole, because bear in mind, Stephanie's now filling in. I'm pretty sure I know one person is going to be just there, thinking to himself, do I have a chance of bringing NXT back to its glory?
My answer to that would be
Nope.
no.
Nope.
No. That line has already been crossed. And unfortunately, when you've got board members, you can easily be overturned.
Exactly. Doubt that'll be that'll be the situation. Now, the question that a lot of people have got right now, and let me just point this out, with this section right now, what I'm talking about is not facts, it's not rumours, it's just speculation. So put whatever tinfoil hat on you've got, because it's not official.
Probably yours is probably the size of a gallon hat then.
You saying I've got a big head?
That too.
Fair enough. Anyway, point being is, some people are saying, is someone on the board that's actually reported this information, sort of leaked it out so we can hear it from the outside, and then sort of try to take over the company? Is there someone trying to take over the company because they don't see Vince doing what they, taking the business in the right way? Or is this someone trying to usurp Vince? Is there someone trying to take control of the company to try make themselves, the big dog of the wrestling business? Or is there someone trying to sweep it in, to sell the company for quick money and get the fuck out? It's not like we know anybody who's mentioned anything about saying WWE aren't interested in selling, but they are willing to listen to offers. Now, who said that?
Wouldn't that be Khan?
Yeah. And by the way, my colleague isn't on about, the good Khan, not on about Tony Khan, not about Nick Khan!
Nick can't do anything right.
Right? Basically, Triple H has been dropped down to nothing. Stephanie's now been got removed before she had to come back. Now, there's speculation on why Stephanie left as well, would you believe? The speculation is that she said it was family, but supposedly rumour has it is that the numbers in her role weren't being as successful. She wasn't being as productive in her role, so numbers weren't as high, as in getting new people in. So she wasn't being successful, so they sort of let her bow out because she's Vince's daughter.
Yeah, but now she's back.
Yeah, but now she's back, and if there was anybody who was against it, uh-oh. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she could potentially get rid of people who were trying to do, trying to get rid of certain people for their own selfish needs. And it would still be within company policy as well.
Well, the WWE is a multi-billion-dollar company, so for anyone to be like, oh no, I don't want to try and make a quick buck out of this, they'd be lying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but who'd ever heard of Nick Khan before WWE started turning to shit? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Now, a lot of people consider saying, so you're putting the blame solely on Nick Khan. No, we're fucking not.
No, we're not. We've been saying for years. That Vince has lost the plot.
And bear in mind, there's even people backstage saying he's lost the plot on SmackDown.
Yes.
Because, yeah, what was it? He was laughing and joking backstage. He seemed more happy than usual, like he didn't have a care in the world. Probably because he's out the role and having a break. Because somebody else is filling in the role. He turns up on SmackDown, walks down to the ring, and just goes, "Remember that introduction that we just showed you? The 4 important words. Then, now, forever, and the most important word, together. Thank you for letting me say that here," and walked the fuck out.
Yeah, and
no mention of what's happening, no mention of him stepping down, or anything whatsoever.
He's not going to, is he? Because if he can get back in somehow, then obviously he's going to fucking keep it to himself, isn't he?
But it's already out on the internet already that she's the interim.
Wow, it's all on the internet. Let's all put down sticks and believe what the internet says.
True. You see? Irvine's got the right idea.
Yeah. Now, according to the internet, I should be a well-published author by now, but no, clearly not.
You could be, though.
No. I think my language is a bit too colourful to be writing in a book.
I said could be. And I said was.
That's okay, then.
So there you go. Right. Then we've got the fact that, that aside, there's even speculation of one of the people, there's just a whole mess that is going on. And to top it off, somebody's fired some information out as well, and putting out a bit of a stinging, bit of a sting on top of events. Don't you find it odd that someone's being investigated for inappropriateness when they made me be naked during a live sex celebration?
Beg your pardon?
Yeah. You heard that right.
Somebody
put out a comment sitting there saying, "Don't you find it funny that someone's now being investigated for a sex scandal for someone who, when I was there, made me be fully naked during the live sex celebration segment."
I did not know this.
Later. Yeah, not great, is it?
Wait, there's footage of Lita naked.
Do you remember when they did the whole celebration?
Which celebration?
The live sex one.
You mean the bed one?
What?
You mean Edge?
Yes.
The one with Edge? Yes.
She was naked in that bed.
God damn. Yeah. No, it's awful.
And on top of that, there's already been mentioned that Edge wasn't exactly, was sort of, because he knew Lita wasn't comfortable with it, being in front of so many people being naked, and it's got to be bad when even Cena's sitting there saying, "Yeah, that's not going to exactly work out well, is it? If something goes wrong."
Like the quilt accidentally comes off and Edge is sitting there with his meat and two veg.
Oh, no. Edge is allowed to have his boxers on.
Then why has Lita had to go start bollock naked then?
Yeah, that's what the bit of the kick-off, and supposedly it's
not the first one though, is it really?
Nope.
I mean, come on.
To make matters worse as well, when it was mentioned, someone just goes, "Well, what happens if something, part of me ends up, peeking out, on a camera?" And I think goes, "We'll just change cameras so it won't be seen." It's like, but what about the fucking audience?
It's like, yeah, but what about the fucking audience? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Edge is a lucky bastard. but Jesus Christ. There's some things that you should keep sacred for for your own personal life.
No, Edge was a sort of. They basically got sort of implied that if you don't do the role, you can be replaced.
Yeah, well, this is what we've been saying for ages, though. We've been saying this for ages.
Yeah. Them days are gone.
Back in the day, like, I would have been like, please take the blanket off. But now, actually, when you think about it, they were actually really wrong done by, so... But you don't see that, though, when you're in your teens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. 100% agreed. It's just... The thing is, it's just... When you're looking back at certain scenarios, the thing is how much is going to be coming out the woodworks, and on top of that, if it does come and find out he's guilty, on top of that, WWE's done for. If Vince will have to be instantly replaced, because if he isn't, it's either going to be the stock's going to plummet even further with them being in charge. And bear in mind, he's going to lose a big chunk of the company possibly, because I'm pretty sure his wife is going to be divorcing him, even though there is rumour that they're not together anymore.
I just about to say, mate, I think that's been going on for a long time, don't you?
Yeah, but the difference is she'd actually have grounds to take shit from him.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of kicking people when they're down. You know what I mean? Once they're down, they're down. But Linda McMahon has put up with a lot of shit. Yep. A lot of shit. Remember the whole Trish Stratus angle?
No, just don't. Don't.
Do you remember the wheelchair incidents?
Don't go there.
Do you remember that? Ah, God, yes, we could have sex on top of her. Ah. And it's like, what? Who the fuck wants to see that?
Don't even get... Just... Bear this in mind, this is the Vince McMahon who, during one of his, I believe a documentary video of him, it was described that he was at one point considering doing an incest angle.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Just why? Just why? Anyway, we need to...
The thing from all the wrong angles that have happened is that Mark Henry's hand, Birth of a Hand, is doing well by starring in Jackass. He's all grown up now.
And slapping the shit out of stars.
Oh, God, that's still funny.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, we've then got to take into account that Cody Rhodes, injured, is on a bit of a recovery at the moment, but at least he's getting there. Orton, injured, and potentially may not be back until 2023.
Yeah, that's bad, that is. And do you want me to tell you why he's taking this time out?
Go on.
Obviously, he's got the back injury, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a back injury, and he's going to have an operation, blah, blah, blah.
Which is due soon.
Which is probably long overdue.
Yeah.
In my eyes. But, Randy Orton's a fucking legend, so,
Yeah.
He deserves all the respect that you can give him.
Yeah.
But not only that, creative had literally run out of things for him to do. Because what can you give somebody that's done it all?
Wow. Potentially, there was rumour that he could even be catching up to Cena's title reign number.
I thought they were level pegging.
Nope. Cena's on Ric Flair record. Orton isn't yet.
Is Orton on 12, 13?
He's close. I think it's 13.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to give it somebody, you may as well give it to Orton, really, aren't you?
Especially since he's active.
Yeah. Well, he was more than active.
Yeah. He was regularly, almost, every day, working the grind, and at the moment he seems to be... He's been enjoying the RK Bro stuff as well.
Yeah, because, I mean, we actually... I saw a video that somebody caught him dancing to Bianca Belair's music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how much weed has Matt Riddle given you?
How chilled is he is now hanging out with Matt Riddle?
Yeah, we were saying a couple of months back that Randy Orton seems to be really enjoying his stuff at the moment, and he really has.
Yeah.
But maybe a little bit too much.
But at the same time, seeing the side of Orton is good.
Pasty touch it on the left-hand side.
Yeah. But fingers crossed, hopefully Randy Orton is able to actually return and come back better than ever.
Yeah, and the same can go for CM Punk, and the same can go for Bryan Danielson and Cody Rhodes. So, yeah, I do find it annoying, though, how I find that WWE fans are more toxic than AEW fans when it comes to protecting the company. I do find that WWE fans, like super fans, are really toxic, and they start nitpicking. It's like, oh, you've got two wrestlers that have been injured on AEW, and like, I'm not being funny, but have you not seen WWE? Have you not seen the fact that they literally made somebody wrestle with an injury?
Whoa. Sorry, got to stop you there. Cody Rhodes did actually cut a promo stating that he wasn't forced, he was actually even advised not to do it. They were considering taking him out of the match and replacing it with something else, and he literally said he was the one who chose to do it because it was the right thing to do.
Fuck you and your whoas. Fuck you. Fuck WWE. They shouldn't. No. They should not have let him compete at all in the slightest. The decision should have been taken out of his hands, and if you got any moral compass, you would understand why.
Wait, I was just about to agree with you on it as well.
But anyway,
it's fine. The wrestler can sit there and say, "Yeah, I can do it. Doesn't mean he'll be fucking successful.
It's like Punk. Punk injured himself.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that Cody Rhodes was self-inflicted because of where it is.
Yeah.
But for him to cut a promo and say it was his decision, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, Cody, but it shouldn't have been your decision.
No, that's fine. It's fine if it was your decision, but the problem is, if during that match you went to do a move and dropped Seth on his skull...
Yeah, exactly, because don't forget, he had a torn pec. A torn pec.
Which looked nasty as hell.
Yeah, it was bruised to shit.
Yeah.
And Cody's literally been going full pelt. He hit the ground running. And he's been going absolutely full pelt, full steam ahead, week in, week out, doing the whole WWE fucking thing.
Yeah.
And what happens? And I'm sorry, but I disagree with you that WWE... because it's their decision. It's their final decision.
It is still their decision. And this is where I'm going to agree with my colleague here on this. as much as I know a lot of WWE fans are sitting there saying, "Well, CM Punk's being a pussy and kicking his home and blah 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 blah." Well, two differences.
He's been safe.
Wait, two differences. Look at the injuries between them. One's on the arm and one's on the fucking foot. He can barely walk, so how the fuck do you expect him to do a lot of the stuff he has to do? When he goes to do anything, he's going to be in constant agony. And bear in mind, right, most people who are in that situation might be able to ignore it by taking a fucking pill.
Yeah, that's true.
Punk
you
isn't.
Can't do that. You can't do that. Not when you're that age. You
can't do that when you're that age. 2, it's not healthy regardless of what age you are. And 3, he's straight out, so he isn't going to do that. He's got to do it the old-fashioned way. Recovery.
Yeah.
An operation. Recovery. But at least he was smart enough to sit there and say, I'm giving up the title. And they've gone, no, we'll do an interim.
I mean, I saw Mick Foley put a post out on Facebook saying that, it was a gutsy performance. Yes, but it was also a stupid move. It was a stupid move to do. Hell in a Cell with a torn pectoral muscle is not a good thing.
Now, what would have happened if that torn even more or pulled more muscle off his body?
Yeah, but again, you've just said so yourself, that what would have happened if he got that sharp pain whilst doing a move,
and whoops,
Seth Rollins is going to be out for the rest of his life because of a broken neck.
Yeah.
So, looking at it from that perspective, the health and safety at WWE is absolutely shite.
Yeah, but they probably didn't put a Z-Pack on it.
What did what?
They probably didn't put a Z-Pack on it. It's a joke. You've got it now, haven't you?
Yeah. Now that I heard you, yeah. I just, like I say, you can't be so toxic saying that, oh, well, AEW got loads of injuries, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, you look at the WWE roster.
They've got injuries.
They've got loads of injuries, and you're just like...
And on top of that, some of their injuries aren't exactly well known, because I guarantee you there's going to be people who aren't as well known for having injuries. They've got people running around. I understand that they've got people training around the clock and they're on the clock 24/7. You know, it's going to take a grind on the body.
Yeah, and this is where Cody Rhodes needs to sit back and just realise that, you know, my next match, you know, could really injure me, or I could really injure them. And that's what he should have been thinking about, Seth Rollins' health and safety.
No, he wasn't. He just wanted me to go out there and say, I'm a Rhodes, I want to look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, broken neck and career. It's just not good. It's not a good thing. Anyway, let's move on to something a little bit more positive, shall we?
Can we get the bad stuff out of the way first?
Will you fucking hurry up then?
Yep, straight away. Well, basically, as you've already...
It's a short episode this week, Irvine. Irvine.
Anyway, we've already covered the fact that we've got injuries left, right and centre. You know, we've got the CM Punk injury. We've also got the Daniel Bryan, which, fuck me, that had to hurt.
I'm sorry, who? Daniel Bryan? Who's that?
Bryan Danielson.
Thank you.
Fuck off. And that wasn't to you. That's just in the general of me fucking up.
I don't care. You know I don't care if you're telling me fuck off anyway, because you do all the
time. No, it wasn't that. It's just the fact that... Why?
Why? Why can my brain not process this?
But anyway, the situation on that is, damn. That's going to be very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, but we've got them injury angles, and you sit there thinking to yourself, right, we've heard from that company, and that company. How's Impact doing? Impact haven't fucked up lately, have they?
Oh, I don't know. Have they?
But wait! There's more! Slammiversary. Someone is going to be at Slammiversary on the screen. Dixie Carter.
Ooh. Ew, ew, ew. Ew. Ew, no. Ooh. No. Something interesting just sprung to my mind.
Go on.
What was the last move that Dixie Carter took off a wrestler?
The bully bomb from the top rope to the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of who's just made their return to wrestling in Impact.
Go on.
You better recognise.
Yeah.
So if she can take a bully bomb, please tell me she's going to take a Sky High.
I doubt it'd be anywhere as high as Kenny King's.
Fuck no. Hell no. I think he touched the fucking rafters with that bastard.
Fucking hell.
Even D'Lo couldn't control it when he hit the fucking canvas. It sprung him back. It's like, damn.
It's like, boom, I think I better recognise I threw him too hard.
It's like, damn, you better recognise. But it's just all I can feel now, all I can just sense in the back of my mind is Ron Simmons sitting there going, damn.
It was one of them. It was just a damn.
Now, this is what happens when somebody like D'Lo, because let's face facts, he's a lot older now, and he's a bit out of shape, but Jesus Christ, man, he can still fucking move.
He can still go.
He can still go.
In
and
jeans
it's like,
as well.
In jeans as well, but also as well, he has to remember how light and athletic the younger generation are.
Yeah. I'm just going to sky high him. No, you didn't sky high him. You fucking sent him to orbit.
Sent him to orbit? It was like, Jesus Christ. I could see pieces of him floating around Saturn's rings. Because that was how you do a Sky High.
That would, I think he needs to rename that variation just on Kenny King. It's not a Sky High, that's a Sky Stratosphere.
Yeah, that's like, as long as they don't call it Stratisfaction.
That's fine.
That's fine.
He sent him into the atmosphere, into stratosphere straight away.
It was literally like, I reckon now, because of that, taking that move, they should start calling him Ozone.
No.
Start calling him Ozone. Well, he went through enough fucking layers of it, so why not?
He fucking laid it in as well, from the looks of it.
Did. When he hit the fucking canvas, I'm surprised his head didn't fucking bounce back up into space. Jesus Christ. I mean, there's some moves even I'm wary about taking. Would I take a Sky High that went up that far? Hell no.
So high, matey!
It was so high, matey.
It was one of them. He just jumped. He's like, I believe. I
was going to start singing R. Kelly then, but no.
Nope.
Nonce.
Nope. We'll have none of that nonsense here. Now, Rick, continue on.
Yeah, so Dixie Carter, please, take one of them. We don't wish you any harm, honestly.
No, it's just... Why would they continue on and continue with that, doing it that way? It's just, wow.
Yeah, it's just... I don't understand it myself. Why would you bring back one of the most hated women in wrestling, and not for any right reasons, because she's a good heel or anything? People hate her for that reason. The very reason. that nobody likes it is because she is bad for business.
Yeah, she is very bad for business.
You've only got to look at the demise of TNA.
Well, what ended up becoming Impact Wrestling. Bear in mind the fact that Dixie... Why the fuck would we bring her back in? Because bear in mind...
She got no relevance anymore.
She hasn't.
It's like, what? So they can get a cheap pop and just go... So people can just go, boo.
No idea.
You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous to me. I don't understand why they're doing it. It's just giving me a whole new reason not to watch Impact Wrestling.
Well, that's only for Slammiversary.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, a good thing. D'Lo Brown, love the guy. You know, he's one of my favorites. So happy days.
Right, bear with me if you can, please. What was that news you wanted to break?
What news? What news?
Well, you said you wanted to move on to good news, didn't you?
Yeah, that was my good news.
Oh, I thought you had even more news.
Well, I could have more news. Oh, I'm 95% caught up with AEW now.
Yay!
So, you know, Matt Burns can have his fill. Not the filthy kind.
Or hearing the words "Sesame Daddy."
Oh my God. Yes. There's two things to come out of AEW at the moment that I find absolutely hilarious. Number one, Sesame Daddy! It's the whole new thing that Billy Gunn has got going on with the Acclaimed and his sons, the Ass Boys. You can tell, like, they did like a little scene where he walks into a hotel room and you got the Acclaimed asleep on the bed. And he's just like, look at these pair of idiots here talking about his sons. And then he walks up to the Acclaimed, and whilst he's asleep, because he's got his two fingers sticking up, as in scissor me daddy, he scissors him whilst he's asleep, and it's like, I don't know how to take this right now.
I know. It's just
so angelic and so cute.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's a bit creepy, that is, Billy Gunn.
Yes, it is. But
the whole Acclaim thing there is fucking hilarious.
Oh, please tell me, have you seen Rampage this week? Or is that what you haven't seen?
That's the 5% that I haven't caught up on yet.
Oh, God.
So, I want to say the whole second thing I find fucking hilarious to come out of AEW, and that would be the genius that is Chris Jericho. The absolute genius that is.
Before we get to there, because that's a highlight, mate.
You want to put a downer on it now, don't you?
No, it's not a downer. It's actually a good thing for what I'm about to tell you. You do know that on this week's episode, on this week's Rampage, the Acclaimed and the Ass Boys. Well, Max Acaster of the Acclaimed is tagging with the Ass Boys.
Oh yeah, they literally came into the Rumble together as well, didn't they? The Casino Battle Royale.
No. Bear in mind that during the intro of their match, they come out together. So you imagine the Ass Boys coming out with the Acclaim together, doing their usual spiel rap that they normally do for the entrance.
Yeah, they did it on the Casino Battle Royale as well.
I know, they do it again, and... Yeah! Oh, shit! Mate Gaffer, do you want Tony to take the script away?
Yeah, I was just about to say, we think it, but that's why I love them. I will definitely be watching that, though, because I need to watch the rest of this week's Dynamite, and then I need to watch Rampage, and then I'm caught up.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Phenomenal. So, yes. Can I talk about Chris Jericho now, or are you just going to keep interrupting me like a little interrupting sheep? Not Matt Burns. Knock.
Hello?
It's interrupting sheep.
Interrupting sheep. Anyway, floor's yours.
Jokes, come on. It's funny.
Floor's yours.
So, yes, the second most hilarious thing to come out of AEW right now is Chris Jericho.
I'll say this one thing.
Really?
I can't do this justice. Only Irvine can do this justice.
So Chris Jericho, for the last few weeks, and I've probably mentioned it on previous episodes, now that I'm caught up, but the most hilarious thing to come out is, I'll throw a fireball in your face because I'm a wizard. It's like, Jesus Christ. I don't know why, but Matt Burns called me yesterday, and I was just catching up on AEW. He was like, "Oh, where are you up to?" And I was just like, "Oh, just waiting for Chris Jericho cut a promo." And I was like, "Oh, hang on a minute, Chris Jericho's going to cut promo." And he was like,
and I just went, I'll give you 5 minutes.
And then all you hear is me laughing for the next fucking 5 to 10 minutes. Because Chris Jericho, all he said is, "I'll throw a fireball in your face because I'm a wizard." And it's like, Jesus Christ almighty, why do I find this so funny?
It's just the way he does it.
Because I'm a wizard. And it's like, I was watching, when I was watching John Moxley cutting a promo on, what's his name now? New Japan. He was in the ring with him. Oh, fuck, what's his name? Is it Takeshita?
I think it is Takeshita. I believe you're on about the main event, aren't you? I
Possibly.
believe that is the case. I'm just trying to get it all double checked for you.
The guy that is going to be facing it, Forbidden Door.
Hang on. I'm just literally getting that up quickly now for you.
Tappity tap 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 tap.
Go away. At least I am looking it.
I could look it up if I wanted to. I just can't be bothered.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Tanahashi, that was it. Ah, dear. Somebody that John Moxley's been chasing for ages to have a match with. But obviously Jericho comes out, interrupts.
And it seemed funny when he turns around and goes, "Chris Jericho, shut up!"
And it's like, oh God.
And it's like, as soon as you hear him speak, it's like, Jericho's going to get upset. Say the line. Say the line!
You could tell me to shut up. I'll throw a fireball in your face because I'm a wizard. It's so funny. I don't know why. It's too funny. It works.
It just works because it does.
And it's ever since that he decided to singe off bloody Eddie Kingston's eyebrows. No, I was, I'm no fan. I was no fan of Eddie Kingston, but my mind has swayed a lot. Because I've seen some of his matches now over the last couple of months, and he's really impressed me.
Yeah.
And, give that man a title.
And there's the fact that he's walking down to the ring with some petrol, gasoline, fuel, and then suddenly apologised to Tony Khan, saying, "I shouldn't be wasting that."
Shouldn't be wasting that. Not these prices. Not at these bloody prices.
But at least the petrol in America is a lot cheaper than ours.
Yeah, by a fucking £1.10.
And the rest.
Well, mind you, if it was that, it'd be like, if America got the same prices as us, it'd be over $3 a litre.
God damn.
Over $3 a litre. That's how expensive it is to fill up your car with petrol or diesel. It's about £2 a litre.
A litre, not litre.
Not litre, even though I would like a litre. You wouldn't need a fucking crowd, I know that.
Right. Anyway, one thing we're just going to point out now, and this is something I'm going to aim at some of the massive WWE mega fans who are targeting AEW wrestlers, saying, "You see, not as successful as you were in WWE. You haven't won any belts since you've left." And
you don't walk out of WWE and just walk into another company expecting a title.
Right.
Even CM Punk said it best when he said it himself. When he said, "I was expecting me to just jump in and go straight for the title." No,
a case in point for this is being brought because some of the diehard fans are sitting there saying, "Oh, what was so special about Keith Lee? He's nothing special."
fuck off. They were salivating over him when he was in WWE. When he got promoted to the main roster, they were absolutely in awe, begging for them to put a belt on him.
Yeah, and what did he do? Told him wear a shirt and change his name to Bearcat Lee, and he didn't even get to debut the name officially because he got the let go.
He got let go, and why? And then there was all this rumours about, his health is bad and blah, blah. Is it fuck? Have you seen him wrestle? No, shut the fuck up.
He might have had a health complication, but that can happen.
Might tell you, like everyone turning around saying to you shouldn't go back to wrestling because you've got health complications.
Well, had health complications.
Well, no, you still got diabetes. Can't get rid of that, mate.
It's in remission.
Until I find the chocolate bar.
Whisper Gold. Fucking worth it!
Yeah. Fuck you, it's worth it. It's no longer L'Oreal because she's worth it. It is now Whisper Gold because it's worth it, matey.
It's fucking... No, it's not it's worth it, matey. It's fucking worth it, matey!
Give me that fucking Whisper Gold, you fucking prick!
I will say this. Anybody teases me with a Whisper Gold, I will flat out slap you and steal it.
You won't like to steal it where if I tease it with you from where I've got it. It will be sticking out of my zipper.
Then you'll be losing a piece of you, though. When I chop it the fuck off.
Nah, you won't. You have to go on your hands and knees and have a nibble.
No.
You'd be like Homer Simpson. I think I have a nibble.
That sounds wrong. No, but in all seriousness, anyone who tries to tease me with the Whisper Gold, I will bitch slap you on principle.
Jesus Christ, man! I might just go out and buy a pack of them just so I can take one out the wrapper and run it on my butt crack, and then just say, "Look what I'm doing to a wisp of gold. I bet you can beat this right now, don't you? But you can't."
Minute, and then next minute.
Then it's like, never mind that shit. Give me my wisp of gold.
It wouldn't be. It'd be like a fucking a morsel slap. Slap from How I Met Your Mother.
That's a big damn slap, man.
God damn, he's got hands like a fucking ogre. I haven't practiced. I haven't practiced on the family tree.
Or you could have it like in the UK where it's lads got hands like fucking muck shovels, mate.
They're like fucking spades.
And then you got the Welsh version. He fucking loves it, lad does. He fucking loves it.
But
Anyway.
Continuing on. Is there any other topics you want to cover?
Not for the main companies, not at the moment. I think, if anything, I'd really just like to, answer the questions that we've had.
Well, before we get to one question, there is one good major point I'm just going to point out. Because even though I just pointed out the whole bad thing towards the fans, towards Keith Lee, yes, Keith Lee might be not a world champion or anything at the moment right now, but at least he's got the dignity and freedom to be able to be himself. On top of that, he has been very massively supportive towards his partner Mia Yim in regards to her Impact return.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, he put himself in a tag team, which he feels he's quite comfortable in. So, even though that might literally go to shit. So, yeah, we'll see.
That could be another good storyline.
Yeah, it could do. You've got to see. You can't just expect people to walk out of WWE, go into AEW, and like win a title straight away because you feel like they are the man for the job. Yes, Keith Lee is a man that should have a title eventually, or the main title, but only when it makes sense. Right now, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
When the time's right.
Because we all know from when he was NXT champion, that man can really, really wrestle. Not only can he wrestle, but for a big dude, he can shift.
Yeah.
He goes into hyperdrive within like an old Lamborghini would. The only reason why I compare him to an old Lamborghini, because if you were to say a newer Lamborghini, you would be looking at like your Will Ospreays, Young Bucks. You know what I mean? So that's why. I'm not saying he can't keep up with them, because yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
He can't move as quick as them because of his size. I mean, mate, you were listening to me talk when I was watching Will Ospreay, and even I was like, Jesus. I've never really watched Will Ospreay wrestle because I've never really been a massive fan in New Japan. Not until recently, maybe the last 12 months or so, because I've actually quite liked a lot of the stuff that they're doing. But again, can I remember their names? No, because I'm terrible, and me and Matt Burns at pronunciations are not very good.
I'm about to shock you right now. Because there was a match that happened yesterday for Warrior Wrestling 23. That was held in the Grand Rapids, MI. I think that's Michigan.
Yeah.
I think.
Michigan.
And good God, some of the people involved in this match.
Yeah, go on.
This is for the Warrior Wrestling Championship. This has got Ospreay, the champion, versus Swerve, versus Cobb, versus Archer versus Cardona versus Pillman versus Davey Richards versus Jake something.
Hmm.
The match started out as a 4-on-4 match. The winning 4 then split into a 2-on-2 match. And then the winning 2 then battle out for the championship. What do you think? What do you think?
It's a star-studded lineup there, really, isn't it?
And are you ready for that? Who won?
I don't know, but I'm hoping that you're going to tell me without this awkward pause.
Neither of them. Because during the final match, Casey Navarro walked in with his Contenders Medallion, which is like the money in the bank for them, and cashed it in to be in the final.
Joking.
Christ
on a bike.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unique format, that's not done very much. But hats off to them. Hats off to them. Very unique match. Anyway, as you were saying, I believe we're going to move on to some questions.
Yeah, the questions that we had over Facebook Messenger.
Yep. Do you have the questions?
No, you'll have to get them up.
So, in other words, you're expecting me to do your job for you?
Oh, you never told me it was my job.
I'm so disappointed in you. Right, well, one question that we've been given is, they've asked if we can potentially cover German wrestling companies at some point in the future.
Yeah, sure.
Potentially some, if possible, WXW.
Yeah, no, I'm not very familiar with WXW. Matt Burns has probably watched more of it than I have.
I know of it, and yeah. I'm not 100% sure if it's on the WWE Network or not.
Well, obviously, because we only got the requests last night, we can't really put our 2 penneth worth in and have a chat about it because we haven't watched any of it. So it'd be pointless us trying to put anything into a summary when we haven't watched it. So, or any of the talent.
You ready for this?
Yeah, go on.
I was right.
Oh, it's on WWE Network.
It's on the WWE Network.
Oh, good. Well, there you go then.
So it looks like we're doing some catching up. Potentially.
Yeah, that means that you're doing all the catch-up. I'm just going to watch a couple episodes to get a grasp of it and see what's what.
I've got no problem with doing a bit of catching up on it because
I'm sick of catching up. I'm forever playing catch-up.
My colleague is saying he's got his things he wants to watch. Me, I like to watch anything and all things wrestling, so I'll make sure to be doing some catch-up.
Yeah, definitely. Matt Burns is your man.
So yeah, I'll be checking that out. That's for sure. Next question, and by the way, these are all from the same individual. Just to point that out, which we will name shortly after as well. So
but
don't worry.
If we don't butcher the name first.
It's an easy enough name.
Thank God for that.
It's an easy enough name. Don't worry. Right, we've got that one. Who is your favourite wrestlers, not including yourselves?
Oh, damn. Why did you take that one away from me?
Not me.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
Why would you take that one away from me? That's just dead sad on me. No, I'm only kidding.
We could throw a bit of a dodgy technicality, and I say James Irvine, and you say Matt Burns.
No, because it's still because we're part of the same team. It's still a cop out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a cop out. By the way,
so for me, I make no mistake in naming mine all the time. Starting off with Jeff Hardy, that's one of my main guys.
Oof.
Then obviously William Regal, D'Lo Brown, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've just got an array of wrestlers that really inspire me to do what I do. So some of them people will look at and just go, really, really, really? And I'm like, well, yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Obviously, if you go further down the picking line, you're going to have like your AJ Styles, you're going to have Samoa Joe. I was a big fan of Sting growing up. So, I've got a massive array, but my top guys are the first 4 or 5 that I named. Over to you, Mr. Burns.
Oh, bollocks.
I got 2 of them.
I'm going to go for some different ones for different reasons. One of my all-time favourites, and it's something that it's more so... I know he's not perfect. He has done some dodgy things, but between the ropes, when he's wrestling, one of the greatest fucking minds ever. Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
What more can I say to that? The man knows how to do psychology to absolute perfection.
And he still does it to this day.
Yeah, and the scary thing about it is, someone just says, "What does DDT stand for?" He was so quick at what he could say, and he just went, "The end."
See, now for me, if I was to say Jake the Snake, it would be because of his stories that he can tell of Andre the Giant.
There is that.
The time Andre the Giant literally sat on his chest and he may as well have just shit himself on him.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, I farted.
You've always got to pay your homage and respect to your takers.
Yeah, another one I forgot. My top guys, Cesaro. He is so in there.
Yeah, and well, Cesaro / Claudio Castagnoli. Can't wait for him to come back.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to come back. Man must be having a break.
Yeah, he could be resting up, which is great. My colleague is right in saying D'Lo, but a lot of people sit there saying, "But didn't he end the draws?" Nothing personal, lads, or anything. As much as you could sit there and pick on him over draws, he's beating himself up. He's beating himself up enough over it.
Yeah, and you can tell when he talks about it, he's still...
He's haunted by it.
Yeah, of course he is.
But at the same time, as much as I am big fans of individual wrestlers, your Stone Cold Steve Austins, your Rocks, Triple H's, and everything, I've also been a bit of a tag team fandom as well. The legit Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, FTR, Midnight Express, them sort of teams. Straight away, you get what I mean, and it's like that to me is absolute great. And another person who's an all-time great because he was the son of a plumber. He was a working man, Dusty.
I was just about to say, as soon as you said the son of a plumber, it just reminded me of that promo that he turned to gold.
Yeah.
Every time. When he give him that plumber gimmick.
The man could turn anything to gold, and for me, Hard Times, the promo, Hard Times. Jesus Christ. Phenomenal promo. And yes, we know that Ric Flair is still around and he is going to be having his final match. He will do. But, hopefully he'll be able to finally end it on his terms eventually.
I'm not being funny, but he did end it on his terms when he did it with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. But
it's just man strapped for cash, isn't he? So,
Yeah, it's understandable. But at the same time, it's like so many wrestlers have given so much, and as much as I could go down the list of who my favourites are, for me, I've always appreciated the ones who've always built for the next industry, for the next stage, the next generation, who always put them forward.
Set the stage for the next generation.
They set the block, and you've got them set up. But at the same time, we can't sit there and say, well, they're letting them up either. It's not going to be easy, but at the same time, it's going to be easier than what it was for them.
Yeah. So, next question.
Next question. Oh boy. Yours might be shorter than mine.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what this is going to be.
Go on. What do you think?
Favorite wrestling matches?
Your any matches you've been involved with?
Yeah.
Because they know we're wrestlers as well.
Okay, so I'll go first because, like Matt Burns says, mine's very, very short. I've literally only been in the wrestling industry since 2020, so 2 years, just over 2 years.
But he's had some really, really good matches.
So I started wrestling, when was it? Was it September last year? September? Like actively in ring competition? September, October time?
It was the 11th of September.
11th September, that was it.
So 11th September. How the hell did I know the exact day?
Because what followed it wasn't fucking great.
No, I've actually got the original ticket.
Have you? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
you don't know that, do you?
Memorabilia, I love it.
Yeah, I've got the original tickets of you debuting.
Do you want me sign it as well?
It's up to you.
No. Anyway, so all in all, so far,
yep,
I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8, 9 matches.
Yeah,
8 matches.
The thing is, you've got to take into account. Yes, we've had a pandemic situation, but then on top of that, you also had the other situation that happened, which was unfortunate.
So, I had a 6-month period where I couldn't wrestle because of a serious injury.
Yep.
And when I say serious, it wasn't. It's not an under exaggeration.
No, it's not something you could just go, oh, I'll just jump in next week.
Yeah, it's not something where you could just be like, oh, he'll be out for a month. No, I was going to be out for a long time. 3 months until all the bones had healed, and then another 3 months because, it just recovery, resting, an array of other things like mental health, etc., etc. Matt Burns knows, he was there, and so do a lot of other people know. But for me, I've had 8 matches, so I've done quite well for myself, considering that I only had 3 matches, and then during the 3rd match, I had that horrific injury.
Yep.
Which I would say, even them 3 matches were pretty decent. You know, I would say my first match against Dave Delvecchio, that was really good. Really good, even though I did get stage fright just before, nearly pooed myself. But, you know, it's your debut match. If you don't feel like that during your debut match, then you're not into this business.
To be honest with you, I'm going to let in a little secret to you.
What?
Even the veterans still get a little bit worried now and again.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Even I still get a few jitters. Well, I still get a few jitters.
No, you still get them no matter what, because... For me, I've always said if it didn't get the jitters, it'd be like, do I care? Which would be worrying.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't get the jitters, do you really care? Yes, you can be confident, but do you really care? Because obviously you want to go through a match and you want it to go injury-free.
Yeah.
So you're going to be worried. Can I do this? Can I do that? You know, hopefully this goes well, blah, blah, blah. So that was something for me to overcome after 6 months off. You know, so I managed to get back into it. Could you think about it? Even though it was a carnival, carnival show, I had 2 championship matches on the same day. So if that doesn't say something about my ability, then I don't know what does.
Main championship as well.
Yeah, main championship as well. So I was quite happy about it. So I would say my favourite match so far have been my debut match against Dave Delvecchio, my match against AJ Hughes at United Wrestling Live in Colwyn Bay, which was not long ago. My tag match that I had with yours truly and Dave Delvecchio and Ronan, that was really good. And I would say the Fatal 4-Way I had at UKWA.
Downtown Ruckus.
Yeah. And obviously I've done bits and bobs, like I've been a ring announcer, I've done comms, so I've enjoyed every minute of doing them, just to keep me in the loop. And, you know, because bearing in mind I'm only 8 matches in, after my 6th match, I'd been offered another promotion to work for. That's 3 promotions, and I've only been in 8 matches. So without sounding too big-headed and not blowing smoke up my own arse, but I'm quite impressed with myself because I never thought that I'd be able to do it. So, you know, win-wins for me.
It's good. The thing is my colleague is saying you can tell he's not having a big head because the thing is, a lot of people. I'll be honest with you.
Fucking humble, mate. What I do is stay fucking humble.
I'll be honest with you. When I first started and I had my first 8 matches. Was I getting reached out and everything? No, that was due to other reasons and everything. But the thing is, for me, matches to be involved with. For me, it's difficult because there's so many I've got into mind.
Yeah, he's got stories of when he was knocked out. He's got...
That's if I can fucking remember them.
Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, there's them. I've got ones where I've been referees.
Bearing in mind that Matt Burns' career, believe it or not, actually spreads to 20 years.
20 to 21.
You know, so he's got 19 years worth of ring experience.
Actually, probably 20 now. It's probably 20.
So there you go then. Many, many years in-ring experience. And from the matches that I've seen Matt Burns in, I have a couple of my favourites that I've seen him in. as of late and over the last couple of years, just before the pandemic as well. So, you know, if I can think of a couple, then surely you can think of several hundred.
Oh, there's so many of them. And any match involving Charles Kelsey.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because obviously you've been tag partners with Charles Kelsey, and you know yourself that I enjoyed watching you two work in tag matches.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very different.
Weird. Comical.
Comical, but very, very weird.
I don't want the big guy. I want the little big guy. Did he call me little? I'll take that.
You just call me little, mate. Yeah, I'll fucking take that.
I'll take that.
So yeah, come on. Spit some.
For me, I would say one of my most treasured memories had to be, I believe it was a 5-pack match that I had. It was actually in Stoke at Bids. Yeah. This was for the BWA X Division Championship, the vacant championship, and ended up being my first ever championship. Never forget it. You know, we've got guys like former Angus, Skyler, Perry Mason, DDV, who was known as Scorpion at the time, and myself, and I still get chills from that match simply because when the match was over, because when I won my first championship, it didn't hit me straight away. Do you know when you win a match and you get your hand raised and you have that moment, don't you? I feel that really good.
I've discovered that recently, but yes.
Yes. Imagine as you're getting your hand raised, you're like, yeah, and as soon as you literally scream out, I'm the champ, baby, it then suddenly dawns on to you, it's like, oh shit, I'm the champ.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, a target painted on my back.
No, that was my internal, that was me internally. Externally, no one could tell the difference, but internally I was like, what the fuck? It was just shock and awe. I'd never thought I'd at the time of in that sort of match. Another memory was doing referee duties and being called in to do a refereeing one hell of a match. James Mason versus Gangrel.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, as your first match ever refereeing? Yeah. No pressure there.
Yeah, no pressure whatsoever. Gangrel, James Mason. Yeah, that's just like, it's not something you stumble into every day.
No, it's not. It's not something you just stumble into. And I will be honest with you, I was very, very lucky to have the opportunity to do that. And also finding out that Gangrel Zabroni was absolutely fucking hilarious. And I say that the way he told me, it was literally, he's literally drinking the blood, looking like he's about to spit blood at me, asking me, snarling, do I like My Little Pony?
Just say it right. Just say it right how he said it to you.
Do you like My Little Pony? What? It was just like, but he's doing it as he's snarling blood at me.
It's like, yeah, no pressure. No, I'm pooing myself, and now I'm laughing, so I'm wetting myself.
This was literally 60 seconds before I'm about to walk out of the match.
Yeah, so I can imagine your emotions were a bit scattered everywhere.
It was
At least he made you feel comfortable, though, before you went out.
No, but it was one of them. It was like, oh shit, that was funny as fuck. Oh shit, what do I need to remember?
Yeah, that's good.
It's like, then the panic jets back in. But the match went off without a hitch. Went great. Was loads of fun.
Good. Any others?
It was loads of fun. I will say another one of mine. I love tagging with yourself. For me, one person I used to have really good matches with is an old friend of mine. He was formerly known as Kid UK, changed his name to Kid Valiant, and ended up becoming Alex Zane. He was somebody, if you want a bit of a history lesson, he was somebody who I grew up with through high school. So we knew each other. What?
It's good though, isn't it? Because obviously you can challenge each other even though you're good friends. So
yeah. Oh no, believe me, we did challenge each other. It was like when it came to, it's like someone just goes, "I want you to beat the crap out of each other." Guess what the hell happened?
But don't forget though, you've also trained with, which I see a legend in the business, in Dean Allmark.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't get a chance to train with him. That's the odd thing.
I thought you did.
Same training. No. Same trainer.
Same trainer. That's why I messaged you.
Same trainer. I'll never forget me first ever singles match. Ever.
Yeah.
I will say this. I will get you back, Johnny Fair, you bastard. I will say, strong lad, doing a match, and I was... you've heard the term greener than goose shit?
Yeah.
I was so awful.
Just remember when you called the bully Matt Burns, was it?
Oh no! That was even greener.
Yeah.
This was. Do you want to
watch one of your matches?
Do you want to know how green it was? It was even before I even thought having frosted tips was cool.
Oh no.
Yeah, there we go.
So not only did you think, I want to be a wrestler, finding out you're a bit green, and then next thing you know, it's like, let's enhance this greener than goose shit, and let's go for frosted tips so I can be a member of the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC.
I looked a twat.
Dude, I can't say anything. I've done it myself.
Oh no! Walking out with a bomber jacket, shades, and doing a bit of a Chavo Guerrero pose, going, "Yeah, matey."
See, matey.
Oh no! It was just. I look back at it and I'm like, "What was I doing?" But you know. Jan will never forget Fear because he took care of me in the match. Although his stalling suplex was a little bit long.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how long he held me up?
Longer than this.
I think I'm losing my vision. I think we're about. It's like, are we going down yet? Nope. Going down yet? Nope. I'm losing vision. Okay.
Yeah. Okay then, matey. Let's go.
Another individual I'll never ever forget, ever having matches with, Mike Weaver.
Yeah.
Mike Weaver, God rest his soul. Never forget the many matches. I remember someone sitting there saying, "How can you be in a match against a guy who rags on your ears?" It was funny as hell. He was somebody who I can honestly say, during a time when I was being taught to be very, very serious about wrestling, he taught me how smart it was to learn comedy at the same time, to understand you can be all serious all you want. Remember to have fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Genuinely, he was somebody who genuinely, I can also say, he is always going to be treasured in my mind for them many, many reasons. Plus, there was a tag match where he was in a mask and I accidentally kicked him in the head, and I felt so sorry for the guys I was up against because they got the fucking beastie by accident.
Wasn't me. Don't care.
No, when it was as he got in the ring and I went to get out for a hot tag, I accidentally kicked him in the head. He thought it was the opponent, and all you heard was, "Right, motherfucker!" And then as that happens, all you hear of me is, "Oh no!" Got the referee coming out, he's like, "You better tell him it was you who kicked him in the head." It's like, he's gonna kill him. It's like, get him in for I tell him. Tagged him in, and then I had to explain, "Not you, calm down, it was made by accident." Got on the back. Technically, I didn't have to tell him. I owned up to my mistake, and did I get a receipt? No, he appreciated the fact that I was honest.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I probably would have got fucking twatted if I didn't.
Yeah, I think that was the case.
But I was honest and I was ready to take the receipt. But it didn't happen, and he's always taken care of me. And there is also the runaway sequence. It's a carnival show where I'm being hit. He's hitting me with something, and I'm all over the place reacting to it. Slide in the ring, dive in the ring, turn around and see what they were seeing with. An inflatable hammer. Try not laugh at that.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine it.
So, yeah, I've got so many matches and so many memories. In all fairness, I couldn't do them all justice because, for me personally, I'd just rather just thank every single person I've ever been in the ring with, be it either training matches, main matches, segments, even ringside, refereeing, any moment I've been able to assist with. Genuinely. Absolute pleasure, and I wouldn't be the wrestler I am today if it wasn't for them.
And then you just turn soppy.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it. I think now we should end on a high note, don't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so unless you want to discuss anything else, I think we should call it a day.
Oh, we have got one more thing to discuss.
Hunt.
Well, of course. Well, we've got to, seeing as, you know, it's going to make matters worse.
Yeah.
You know, making matters worse. Ring any bells? This Friday?
Well, otherwise, I want to say yes.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, all I'm just going to say is, before we get on to that, thank you so much for the questions that were provided to us, and the individual is Myra Hills, who sent in the message from Germany.
Yeah, lovely. It's always great to see that we're reaching people around the world.
Yeah, it's always good to hear. But genuinely, hopefully, if you've got any more questions, send them in. If anybody got any questions, you can either send them in, website, email, messenger, social media. If anybody does have any questions, we're always open to it.
Yeah, of course.
Always. So, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Well, I think we just need to keep it short and sweet, to be fair. So.
Okay, I'll keep it short and sweet. At Making It Worse, the product's over, done. Not a bit, Not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
It
Like
is
that? Short enough for you?
very, very short. And if you want to know what we're talking about, go to United Wrestling Live on Facebook, and you will see what we're talking about.
You'll hear the comments from my esteemed colleague and fellow product member. You may go on.
There is a nice little promo on there from myself. So yeah.
And I've heard on the grapevine that mine's going to be tomorrow.
Yours shall be released
tomorrow.
Shortly.
But I will also say, I thought I did quite well to not let the rage out. What do you think?
Yeah, it's all good.
But
I think everyone understands.
But come 24th, it's going to be all good for the product and ourselves. DDB, Richard Lees, and whoever even dares step up to Kelsey. Nice knowing you.
Yeah. Nice knowing you. You must be raving mad.
You must be. You must be. But anyway, I think that's going to be a wrap up for this week. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So with that, we are always going to push out the mental health message that if you are not having the best of days, it is okay to be not okay, and asking for help is never a weakness. In doing so, you can end up finding out that there's more care for you than you could ever know.
That's true.
We always recommend you to never compare your behind the scenes to people's greatest hits. Make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish, it's necessary. If you could be anything in this world, well, correction, you can be anything in this world right now. And if you are going to choose something, be more kind. And of course, we always recommend you to be excellent to each other and please follow the number one rule in general fucking life.
Don't be an... I forgot.
Don't be a fucking dick.
Don't be a fucking dick. Don't be a nonce. Don't be a fucking arsehole. Don't be a wanker. Don't be a cunt.
Don't be abuser. Don't be wrapped up in allegations. And be guilty of them. Because, remember, innocent still proven guilty.
Yeah, but we know people don't do that sometimes.
Yeah, but that's where we put them under the dick category because they're being dicks.
Yep, little party sausage dicks.
Yeah, and don't be someone who sits down and says, "I don't do this," and then do the fucking opposite.
That is also true.
Get on. The thing is, the sun's out. The sun's been out for us. We had a bit of rain on Saturday. Just before we go, some actually great news. UKWA tickets are actually available at the actual venue.
There we go.
As well. So just thought I'd just throw that out there. And there is still the actual early bird that is still available on the website, on the UK Wrestling website as well.
Yeah.
Which is, if you actually go on to the events page and go for purchase a ticket, and actually add in the code UKWA-Chase-2022, all I will say is, any single tickets that are there are going to be knocked off are going to be reduced by £1. Any single tickets. So
okay. People might say that
oh, £1 isn't a lot. But when you think about how cheap the tickets already are, it is.
It is. It is. So bear in mind, if fair enough, we have got the deal of if there's 4 of you, you get £20, £5 each. A single ticket is £6. Turn that into a £5. So then, if you've got 7 of you, that's just changed that entire bill, hasn't it?
Exactly. The more of you go, the more you save.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a great idea. But the only difference is the promo code can officially only be used 5 times only. I don't mean that per person. 5 times only. Once they're gone, they're gone. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
But anyway, with that, I've been Matt Burns.
And I have been James Irvine.
Thank you very much for listening to The Burning Truth. It has been a great episode. However, next week's episode may either be a pre-recorded episode or could be one where we have to miss a week.
Yeah, possibly pre-recorded because I feel like we've lost a lot. Missed a lot out, should I say.
We have, there is a lot that I feel like we've had to miss out a lot, but that's due to priorities. Although, bear in mind, we are doing an extra shift next week.
Yeah.
And in case everyone doesn't know what we are referring to FCW Fight Night. And no, you're not getting me to spell it out either. Just no. Just no.
Fine. I wasn't going to say it anyway.
I don't care. I know you would have attempted it. I know you. I know you too well.
It's lies. It's all lies.
Bullshit. Anyway, hang on. Sorry. There's actually a quote here I can think of. Liar!
Liar!
Anyway,
You're
with that,
liar!
it has been emotional. But until next time, we hope you all stay well, stay safe, and check out your local wrestling. It has been emotional. Till then, catch you later.
Bye.